Over the years, I've hired a lot of guys. Now, I put an ad on Kijiji and I'd say this is what I need and this is what I'm looking for, and inevitably I'd get a bunch of people saying, hey, I'm interested, hey, this is what I can do and here's a list. And I'd get a list or I'd get a resume, or I'd get pictures sent, and I was like, wow, that guy's awesome, look what he can do. And then I'd hire him. Fooled me. I think he downloaded the pictures off the internet because he could not do what he said he could do, and he obviously did not have the experience he said he had. So when I hired him, it turned out that I needed to fire him almost as quickly as I brought him on. It's funny, these guys are the ones that ask for raises too, and they're like, no, you don't even know what you're doing. I'm paying you too much as it is. But they had an interview and they had things that they wanted me to think. And so they either told me what they thought I wanted to hear, or told me what they wanted me to believe, but at the end of the day it wasn't entirely true. And although they may have got the job, the proof was in the pudding, and it didn't last. And I was thinking about that this morning when I was thinking about the guys that work for me right now, and they know their stuff, and I was thinking how happy I am to have them working for me. But these are guys that say, you know what, I can do this, but I can't do that. This is what I'm really good at, but this is what I'm not good at. And they were straight up right at the beginning. And because they were straight up right at the beginning, I knew what to expect. And I also knew what I needed to work on with them if that was going to be the case. I have some conversations that I need to have. And one of the things that it's really difficult for any time we come into a conversation where we want somebody to think something, or we have a vested interest, do not say things that really don't need to be said. We have a vested interest and we want people to think something about us. We want people to feel a certain way about us. We want people to perceive us in a certain way. We want people to get on our side. We want people to support us. We want people to endorse us. So we say things that, you know, they might be true, but they don't really need to be said. And even though you may feel, or I may feel, that I'm vindicated in what I say, at the end of the day, I'm only hurting somebody. And a lot of times, it's counterproductive. Because, and you see this all the time, people talk to me and they bash, or they talk despairingly or disparagingly about somebody, and then we have the conversation where we all sit down together and find out that there's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I mean, like I talked about yesterday, people are saying things from their own perspective. One of the things that we need to realize, that if we want to have good relationships, is that we're wise about who our counsel is. We're wise about the things that we share, and we're wise about the things that we don't share. Even though we want so badly sometimes to say, you know what they did? It's not helpful, because you're looking backwards and you're not looking forward. You're looking at what has happened and you're not really thinking about what direction you want to go in. I have to have a conversation today where there's a lot of things I want to say, and it's not healthy. There's a lot of things I want somebody to think, but they don't need to. There's a direction that I want to go, but it's, at the end of the day, it's not going to get me where I want to go. And you know what? I might find, when this is all said and done, I don't get what I'm hoping for. But when I stand before God and God says, how did you present yourself? How did you represent me? Did you deal with this in a spirit of love? Did you deal with this in a spirit of compassion? Did you deal with this in a spirit of grace? I want to be able to look at my Heavenly Father and say, yeah, I did. So, I hope that's been an encouragement to you. This one's probably a little bit more meandering than most, but I'm kind of processing some stuff right now. So anyways, God bless you. Hope that's been an encouragement to you. Talk to you soon.